So we're the Friends of the Milford Town Library, and we're presenting Knock on Wood. To tell you a little bit about Howie, is one of the most engaging performers on the local music circuit. Howie has opened for Tom Paxton, Vance Gilbert, Brewer and Shipley, Pure Prairie League, Bill Staines, Lou Collins, Don White, Modem Man, and many others. He has released 6 CDs, receiving national airplay on the National Public Radio and Midnight Special, as well as dozens of other North American outlets. Steve, I'm not going to say his last name.
It's Steve Latinician. It took me a while to learn it too, you know.
Steve has been playing bluegrass, Irish, American folk, jazz, and country music in the New England area for the past 25 years, and has appeared on more than 200 albums. A Berkeley graduate, he plays fiddle, mandolin, pedal, and lap steel, banjo, dobro, and guitar, and sings backup vocals. He has performed with many local musicians and bands, including the Squeezebox Stompers, Matt Borello, Ashley Jordan, and Lonesome Jukebox. Very impressive for both of you. Welcome, Knock on Wood.
All right, thank you. I couldn't have said that better myself, I don't think. I think it was off my website, but that's okay. Anyway, we kind of look like a folk duo, but we don't really do any folk music. Not that there's anything wrong with it, we just don't do it. We do my songs, and we do a lot of old rock covers, because we're sort of old rock and rollers, I guess, so. So we're going to start off with a song it's really about relationships. So I was just wondering, how many of you in the audience are either in a relationship now or have ever been in a relationship at any point in your life, real or imagined? Nobody? Oh my God. Oh well, that's okay. You guys just stumbled in together, that's all right. So, you know, if you're in a relationship or you've ever been in one, you know that one of the most important things is that you're able to accept the minor flaws of your partner. So I wrote this song for my wonderful wife, Ellen. And she was the very first person who heard it when the song was completed. And it was a very emotional moment, it was very touching. And if you listen carefully to the lyrics, you'll understand why. I love my woman with all my soul. She's smart and pretty, she got a heart of gold. She knows how to cook and dresses so fine, but I'm so glad that she's all mine. No one's perfect, you know that's true. There's just one thing she can't do. She tries real hard but misses the mark. My baby can't parallel park. My baby can't parallel park. After all these years, she's still in the dark. Back and forth and up on the curb, bumping and a grinding, it gets in my nerves. Rocking and a rolling with all of her heart. My baby can't parallel park. Drove to town one Saturday morning. It was a beautiful day, sunny and warm. Do a little shopping, check the sales, pick up some food and drop the mountain peak. 1 hour parking, the street sign said. My baby just shrugged and shook her head. Just 1 hour, that's a disgrace. It takes almost that long to get into the space, because my baby can't parallel park. After all these years, she's still in the dark. Back and forth and up on the curb, bumping and a grinding, it gets in my nerves. Rocking and a rolling with all of her heart. My baby can't parallel park. simple geometry, it's no big deal. You angle it in, then you're turning the wheel. Straighten it out, there you are. You lock all the doors and get out of the car. But to her it's a mystery with nary a clue. It's just one thing she can't do. She's searching for something like Lewis and Clark. My baby can't parallel park. My baby can't parallel park. After all these years, she's still in the dark. Back and forth and up on the curb, bumping and a grinding, it gets in my nerves. Rocking and a rolling with all of her heart. My baby can't parallel park. My baby can't parallel park. Okay, Ellen, you got 15 feet on either side. Just take your time now. I know you can do this. She can't parallel park. Thank you very much. You may have heard a live version of that song on Car Talk. You ever listen to NPR? Yeah. Yeah, cool. You know, when I was first dating my wife, like 20 years ago or something, I told her I was a journalist and I had my music played on NPR. She was very impressed. And then later on, she learned that I was a sports writer and I had my songs played on Car Talk, but that's okay. We're still going strong. All right, we're gonna do one of those old rock and roll songs that we promised. This is from the Kinks from way back in the 60s, I guess. The tax man's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, lazing on a sunny afternoon. And I can't sail my yacht. He's taken everything I got, and all I've got's this sunny afternoon. Save me, save me, save me from this week. I got a big fat mama trying to break me. Cause I love to live so pleasantly, living life luxury, dancing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime. Girlfriend's run off with my car and gone back to her ma and pa, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. Now I'm sitting here, sipping at my ice cold beer. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. Help me, help me, help me sail away. I'll give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. Cause I love to live so pleasantly, living life of luxury, dancing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime. Save me, save me, save me from this week. I got a big fat mama trying to break me. Cause I love to live so pleasantly, living life luxury, blazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime. looks like the kind of crowd that would remember the Kinks, you know. I forgot to mention at the very beginning of the show that you will be asked to join in occasionally, and that participation is 25% of your grade. So I'll be watching, you know. So this is one of those songs where there's a little bit of audience sing-along at the end. So I'll teach it to you when we get there, okay? The premise of this song is that as you get older, your ability to stay out late and party diminishes exponentially. So if you're around my age, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're much younger than me, yeah, a few people. If you're much younger than me, then you can just make fun of me, I don't care. And if you're much older than me, you're probably asleep now, so it doesn't make much of a difference, does it? The gang's all here, the night is young, it's time to shake one down. Let's stay out late and celebrate and head on into town. We got a lot of money, the cars are filled with gas. All the clubs are open late, but I think I'll have to pass. 'Cause it's way past my bedtime, I should be home by now. There was a time when I'd feel just fine anyway and anyhow. Now those days are over, and I'm feeling more serene. A few more years, you'll know just what I mean. My agent called with real good news, a steady gig at last. $200 plus dinner, everything in cash. But he said, I gotta warn you, this ain't no matinee. Don't go on till 10 p.m. Do you think that it's okay? Well, it's way past my bedtime, I should be home by now. There was a time when I'd feel just fine anyway and anyhow. But now those days are over, and I'm feeling more serene. A few more years, you'll know just what I mean. Well, I was feeling real good, but then I got a shock. I looked down at my watch and I said, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock. Part about playing with Steve is that he never, ever, ever plays the same thing twice. So it's a new show every night, you know? It's Friday night, the time is right, the working week is done. The big game's on the tube, let's go and have some fun. We got a place to crash, we got a lot of beer. A 56-inch TV, but there's just one problem here. Well, it's way past my bedtime, I should be home by now. There was a time when I'd feel just fine anyway and anyhow. But now those days are over, and I'm feeling more serene. A few more years, you'll know just what I mean. Okay, here's the sing-along part. It's very easy. You just sing exactly what I sing immediately after I sing it, okay? It's very good for people with short attention spans. So if I sing, it's way past my bedtime, you sing it. All right, not that hard. Now you gotta pay attention, because it's gonna get increasingly more difficult as we go along, all right? Remember, you're being graded on this too. All right, here we go. It's way past my bedtime. It's way past my bedtime. I should be home by now. I should be home. I should be home by now. It's way, way, way past my bedtime. All right, a little off on the rhythm, that's okay. That's all right. Okay, we're gonna bring it down now. We're gonna bring it way down. Can we bring the lights down just a bit? That's great, thank you, thank you. You know, sometimes you're in a social situation where you have to communicate this information in a very discreet and subtle manner. Like, for instance, you're at a party or a very, very boring folk music concert, and you want to get going. So you just kind of lean over to your better half and you whisper very, very gently in his or her ear, just like this. I should be home by now. I could be home by now. I can't believe it. That was horrible. Let's try that again. Okay. I can't believe it. There you go. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
I'm singing this awful song.
I'm singing this awful song.
Where did I go wrong?
Where did I go wrong?
It's way past my bedtime. I should be home by now. There was a time when I'd feel just fine anyway and anyhow. But now those days are over and I'm feeling more serene. A few more years you'll know just what I mean. Thank you. All right. Thank you. That's on an album that I released about 12 years ago called Trust Me, You Will Like It. I'm going to do another song from that record, too. Whoops. When I get famous, I'm going to have like a middle-aged guy with a ponytail do all the tuning for me. Just hand me the guitar. So my first CD, however, came out in 2001. And I have like a PR background, so I had this big publicity campaign. You know, I sent it out to all the newspapers and the folk music magazines and the radio stations. And interestingly enough, the first media outlet that contacted me was from Belgium. True. So I'm thinking, wow, this is weird. So I should write a song about it, so I did. Now the way it happened was, I was advertising the CD on the web, and this guy from Belgium had a radio show, and he sent me an email and asked me to send him the album. So I did, and got on the air. I'm thinking, pretty cool. About a week later, I get an email from another radio station in Belgium. They wanted this album too, so I sent it over there. This time it got multiple airplays. It was like in a rotation. So now I'm totally fired up about this whole thing. Well, to make a long story short, within a couple of weeks, there are 5 radio stations in Belgium playing this CD. Of course, none in the greater Boston area, but 5 in Belgium. I'm starting to get CD orders from Europe. Now, this sounds like a pretty preposterous story, but I'm telling you, that's exactly the way it happened in the song. In real life, it was slightly different. So, and I do feel compelled to tell you the true story, because do I look like the kind of person who would just make something up just to get a rise out of the audience? Yeah, no. I know someone who does that a lot, actually. The last couple of months he traveled all over the country doing that. But anyway, here's the true story. So the true story is that the guy from Belgium did send me an email. I sent him the album, and that's the last I heard. So I'm thinking, this is not going to make the most exciting song in the world. So I sort of embellished the story a bit. Wrote a song about what could have and what really should have happened, and here's how it turned out. My agent hasn't called me in 18 weeks, and I really could use a few bucks. If I don't get a gig in a day or two, I'm gonna have to go back to driving trucks. It's making me crazy, it's getting me down. I can't seem to make any waves in this town, but I'm big in Belgium. I'm loaded with fame. Brussels, Antwerp, and Ghent, they all know my name. They love me in Belgium. Over there I'm the man. Well, I'm the biggest thing in Belgium since Steely Dan. All the critics are so hard to please. The radio stations send back my CDs. The club owners hide when I walk through the door. I can't take this kind of rejection no more. I dream about playing in big sold-out halls, but even my mother won't return my phone calls. Sad but true, but I'm big in Belgium. I'm loaded with fame. Brussels, Antwerp, and Ghent, they all know my name. They love me in Belgium. Over there I'm the man. Well, I'm the biggest thing in Belgium since Steely Dan. Okay, take it away. I'm the rage in the age. I'm simply Eugene Bruges. A mansion waits for me overlooking the North Sea, 'cause I'm big in Belgium. I'm loaded with fame. Brussels, Antwerp, and Ghent, they all know my name. They love me in Belgium. Over there I'm reeling in the years, stowing away the time. And I'm the biggest thing in Belgium since Steely Dan. The biggest thing in Belgium ever. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Try something a little different now, you know? So I'm going to do one of my baseball songs. We got any baseball fans here? Yeah. 2 baseball fans. Most exciting season in the history of the team. Yeah. Now, did anybody follow the World Series at all? Yeah. Good. Did you stay up for the 18-inning game? Yes. How many stayed up for the whole 18-inning game? There you go. I did. So I was a sports writer for 18 years, and I've been a songwriter for a long time. So it was inevitable that worlds were going to collide, to steal a phrase from one of my favorite TV shows. And I wrote about a dozen baseball songs. I'd like to do one of them for you right now. It's on my most recent baseball album called Baseball's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Volume 1 came out in 1979, so it only took me like 30-something years to come up with a new collection of songs. So this song, it's a celebration of the first World Series triumph by the Red Sox in our lifetime, way back in 2004. And I thought it'd be a good idea since it was just such an amazing year that year. I mean, they beat the Yankees in the playoffs. They came back from 3 games down to none to win the 7-game series. Never been done in baseball history before, and it's never been done since. And more importantly, though, they ended the curse, the 86-year-old curse of the Bambino. So I sat down to write this song, and this classic rock tune just kept dancing around in my head. And after a while, I just said, all right, this is an omen, it's a message from God. And the next time I sat down, I just took that song and I changed all the words. And I came up with a new song called It's the End of the Curse and We Know It. And recorded it in the studio with a rock band, and we couldn't get the rock band here tonight, but I've got the next best thing, which is the karaoke version of the song. And so it took me a little while to cue it up, but give me a second here. Great starts with a 2-out walk, then a steal off your face. Robert stood at second base. Sox without feet and none, everybody stood there. John Miller up the middle, indicating the time run. Both the men would, and then he never scored again. No panic, again. Then we get really manic, popping to the big hack. The ball went way back into the night. In a near minute, socks about down there and that. Fourth and any more winning, extra spinning, or teams get it one more time. Next tight, bloody socks, and shock, big shoe shut down, bell horn down, all tied, water right, keep it going one more night. Hey, we're tight slapping with the squirting, happy, and we're feeling ready to sight. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. Everything on the line, day 29, a wham bam, grand slam, socks, cool, see a booty, ground done after 1-9. Hey, hey, folks, the best juice wouldn't go away. Pyrotechnics, wait, Tim, Low, Cuties, Cabrera, every law, Bronson, Arroyo, Ramirez, and Pedro, never get up, got 'em where they are, mighty good, mighty fine, it was the greatest comeback of all time. It's the end of the curse, and you know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. I feel fine. I feel fine. Get your hands up now, come on, get them up. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. I feel fine. Midwest big dance cards had no chance. 4 straight, no 4 folk came and shut the door. Derek Lowe 3-0, Manny did the trophy. No more screaming. 1918, the bats were blazing. Pitching was amazing. What else can you say? It's the end of the curse, and you know it. It's the end of the curse, and you know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. And I feel fine. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. It's the end of the curse, and we know it. I feel fine. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, you're saying, this is just some cheap publicity stunt to promote the CD. Not only that, and to sort of ride on the coattails of the Red Sox. Let me tell you something. You're right. So it's available on the desk, on the table over there, the merch table, for like $5. And if I have any left over at the end of the night, I will donate one to donate one to the library. But anyway, okay, we're gonna get back to so when I said we don't do traditional folk music, that's probably a good example of some of the things that we do. But we're gonna do a song by the Eagles now. We got any Eagles fans? All right, good. Because we were gonna do it anyway. We just figured I'd be polite and ask, you know. All right, this is a song about, I guess, looking for love. 1, 2, 4. Somebody's gonna hurt someone before the night is through. Somebody's gonna come undone. There's nothing we can do. Everybody wants to touch somebody. If it takes all night, everybody wants to take a little chance and make it come out right. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Lord, I know. Some people like to stay out late. Some folks can't hold out that long. Nobody wants to go home now. There's too much going on. This night is gonna last forever. Last all summer long. Sometime before the sun comes up, the radio is gonna play that song. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Yes, I know. There's gonna be a heartache tonight, the moon's shining bright, so turn out the light, we'll get it right. There's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Somebody's gonna hurt someone before the night is through. Somebody's gonna come undone. There's nothing we can do. Everybody wants to touch somebody. If it takes all night, everybody wants to take a little chance and make it come out right. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Oh, let's go. Now we can beat around the bushes, we can get down to the bone, we could leave it in the parking lot, but either way there's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. There's gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Thank you. That's one of my favorite Eagles songs. I like the way it sort of starts slow and then it builds up and then it drops back down again. So I do write some serious songs on occasion. Not as many as my wife would like, but this is it's one I really like. It's on my new album. It's about watching my children grow up, which is a kind of an amazing journey. You know, it's one day they're like this tall, and then the next thing you know, they're in college, and you can't quite figure out how that happened. And I'm very blessed. I have two wonderful kids, Keith and Jen. They're adults now, but and we perform together on occasion, but Keith's all the way out in L.A., so it's kind of hard to get the band together. But I remember the specific experience. This is etched into my memory that inspired this song. I remember I was sitting in the kitchen with my daughter when she was 2 years old. This was a long time ago. And she was doing something totally adorable, which 2-year-olds are very good at. It's on their resume, you know. And I was thinking to myself, I want to find a way to sort of bottle this, you know, remember what this feels like. So many years later, as I watched them grow up, I wrote this song. And it brings back a lot of really great memories. So. I'm looking at a 2-year-old, big blue eyes and curly hair, hoping that years from now I'll remember being there and just what it felt like. She's up there on the stage, dancing up a storm. Great big smiling hands that sing. Who could ask for more? Where did the time go? Our kids aren't kids anymore. How'd they grow up so fast? I'm really sure. Next thing you know, they're walking out the door. Our kids aren't kids anymore. He was brash and he was loud, full of energy. He could run and he could jump and scamper up a tree. I still remember. Now he's tall and mellow, leader of the band. A child no longer, that's for sure. Almost a man, where did the time go? Our kids aren't kids anymore. How'd they grow up so fast? I'm not really sure. Next thing you know, they're walking out the door. Our kids aren't kids anymore. She's all grown up and on her own, living far away. He's college bound and confident, has so much to say. Where did the time go? Each one is different, yet so much the same. They always seem to make us proud, each in their own way, and they still do. Our kids aren't kids anymore. How'd they grow up so fast? I'm not really sure. Next thing you know, they're walking out the door. Our kids aren't kids anymore. Thank you. I heard this through the grapevine. I'm not sure where I actually heard this, but I heard Milford was one of the most rockin' towns in the entire state of Massachusetts. So we're going to do a song dedicated. You people all from Milford? Some of them? Anybody? Okay, good. I mean, some people traveled here from out of town. Wow. Cool. So this is dedicated to all the rockin' people here and all the people at the library here who really rock too, you know. It's an old Stray Cats song from 1981. Baby and me went out late Saturday night. I had my hair piled high, my baby looked so right. Well, pick you up at 10, gotta have you home at 2. Mama don't know what a catch store for you, but that's alright, 'cause we're looking as cool as can be. Well, we found a little place that really didn't look half bad. We had whiskey on the rocks and a change of $1 for a jukebox. I put the cold rock into that can, but all they played was Disco Man. Come on, baby, let's get out of here right away. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, make them scream and shout. Well, let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock till we pop, we're gonna rock till we drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. 1, 2, 3, 4. gonna be twice for the weekend. There's gonna be five more rock this town. If this place is bar. Gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Gonna rock this town, make them scream and shout. Well, it's rock, 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 man, rock. I'm gonna rock this bar, gonna rock this drop, gonna rock this town, rip this place apart. Okay, Steve, one more, here we go. Howie Newman, Steve Latmission, and thanks for coming out tonight. Sometimes you start a song off wrong and it just gets worse. But we got together. So that's what live music is all about, you know? It's spontaneity. Okay. So it's been brought to my attention that by several people who shall go unnamed, that I may not be making the fullest use of modern technology. I don't disagree. You know, I'm kind of old-fashioned. And I don't go for a lot of those new stuff. But I'm not totally averse to sophisticated electronic devices. You know, I have a DVR, I have a GPS, I have DVDs. In fact, I have them right now. But I don't have a smartphone. And it's just too much stuff to worry about, you know? I figure I have an extra 2 hours in the day now that I'm not going to get distracted by looking up everything. But I'm the only person above the age of 10 that I know that doesn't have one. So I thought, oh, there you go. So I thought an explanation would be in order, so here it is. I'm low tech, I'm old school. Some say I'm nothing but an old fool. I like to keep things simple as a rule. I'm low tech, I'm old school. Each day I get a newspaper. It's what I read that's new on paper, not some fancy little screen. It doesn't have a keyboard or a little battery, but you can take it in the bathtub or any place you please. I'm low tech, I'm old school. Some say I'm nothing but an old fool. I like to keep things simple as a rule. I'm low tech, I'm old school. When I buy an album, I like to hold it in my hand, look at all the pictures, read about the band. I've still got cassettes and vinyl, but make no mistake, I never ever even thought of buying an 8-track tape. You guys remember 8-track tapes, right? That wasn't even like low tech, that was like no tech. I use my phone for calling people. Imagine that. I won't play a movie or pull up a map. No information overload. And that's okay, cause if my car breaks down, I just call AAA. I'm low tech, I'm old school. Some say nothing but an old fool. I like to keep things simple as a rule. I'm low tech, I'm old school. And I give this song the rousing conclusion that it truly deserves. I'd like to invite all the low tech, old school folks in the audience to join with me on the chorus one time. You know who you are. And the rest of you, well, you can take this opportunity to check your emails, send a text message, post a photo of your dinner on Instagram or whatever you want. You got like 40 seconds, okay? Here we go. Starts off, I'm low tech, I'm old school. Here we go. I'm low tech, I'm old school. I'm old school. Some say, I'm nothing but an old fool. I like to keep things simple as a rule. I'm low tech, I'm low tech, I'm old school. And my kids don't really think it's all that cool, but I'm low tech, I'm old school. It's all true. You know? I'm not too cryptic in the songs that I write. You know, what you hear is what you get most of the time. This is a song, it's another serious song, and my wife and I were doing some couples counseling several years ago. And we weren't like on the brink of breaking up or anything. We just wanted to make things better. And, so in the course of doing the sessions, the therapist suggested that I write a song about how I feel. So I'm an eternal optimist, you know. I'm the kind of person, if the Red Sox are down 12 runs in the ninth inning, I stay for the whole game. To me, the glass is always half full. So kind of wrote a song about, optimistic song, you know, our marriage's not perfect, but, you know, it's pretty good. Let's work on it, let's make it better, you know. I guess it worked, because we're still together, you know, so. It has sort of a bouncy rhythm to it. and it gets sort of an optimistic kind of feel. So this is called Reality Check. Think of what you got and what you had before our things quite as bad as you say. Think of what we've done and what we mean to each other. Do you really want to throw it all away? Life's not perfect, and neither am I, and no one will say you can't read. But I know you better than you think. Trust me, things are better than they seem. Think of us together and think of us apart. Do you really feel we're better off that way? Think about tomorrow. Think about next year. Is it better if I go or if I stay? Life's not perfect, and neither am I, and no one's saying you can't breathe. But I know you better than you think. Trust me, things are better than they seem. Life's not simple, and neither am I, and no one's saying you can't read. But I love you more than you know. Trust me, things are better than they seem. Think of us together and think of us apart. Do you really feel we're better off that way? So we recorded that song for my latest CD, and I had my son play flute on that one, so I had to explain to him, just don't worry about the lyrics. We're fine, don't worry about it. All right. I'm gonna do a song by Tom Petty now. This song has increased relevance to me, actually, lately. It's a song about standing up for what you believe in and what you know is right. And I think this is a time in our country when we really have to look at that and do that. So, it's not easy all the time, as it says in the song, but you have to stand up for what you believe is right. So here we go. One, two, three, four. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Gonna stand my ground, won't get turned around, and I'll keep this world from dragging me down, and I'll stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. I got just one life in a world that keeps on pushing me around, and I'll stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand All right, we're going to take audience participation to a whole new level right now, I hope. Anyway. We're not sure if it's a higher level or a lower level, but it's a new level. So this is a song where we actually invite people from the audience to come up here and sing with us. So let me tell you what the song is, and I hope we get at least a couple of people up here. So it's a song called Run Around Sue. It's by Dion and the Belmonts from like 1961. So the requirements for this are pretty simple. You either know the song, you have some type of musical ability, or you have no shame whatsoever, or any combination of the three. Can we get a couple of people up here? It's very easy. We have a cue card with the words on it, and you're just going to do the backup vocal part. And you can stand as far from the microphone as you want. So, come on, let's go. Let's get a couple of people up here. Let's go. You two, let's go. Up. Come on. Okay. There must be a few people who can sing out there, right? Come on. Let's go. Come on. We're on TV now. We're listening. It'll be very easy. And it'll be over in like 2.5 minutes. Let's go, please. Okay, good. One more? Come on, let's go. It's going to be easy, really. You're just singing the back of it. There you go. Okay, so Steve has a cue card over there. This is the main part of it. It goes like this. Hey, 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 okay, got it? All right. Now, you're going to be singing that while I'm going to be singing something totally different. So Steve will help you. And then the rest of the song, that's going to be awesome. And there's another part. So, can you guys do this, Steve? Okay, here we go. It starts off, ooh. Here's my story, it's sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love and ran around with every single guy in town. Whoa, hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, whoa, 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 hey, whoa, whoa. I guess I should have known from the start. A girl with a broken heart. Now listen, people, what I'm telling you. Keep away from her, run around, sing mermaid, lips and a smiling face. Touch of a hand and the girls won't break. If you don't want what I'm crying, I got you. Keep away from her, run around, too. Whoa, hey, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Let travel around, she'll love you, then she'll put you down. People let me put you wild. She goes out with other guys. Now the moral of the story from a guy who knows. In love but loves to go. Can't fool that you ever knew. Keep away from run around to whoa, hey, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep away from that girl. Like travel around, she'll love you, then she'll put you down. People never put you wide. She goes out with other guys. Now the moral of the story from a guy we know. When love loves to go, can't fool that you ever knew. Keep away from run around to whoa, hey, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Listen up now. I don't know if you know this or not, but 98% of the songs that were recorded in the 60s had no ending to them. This is one of them. It's kind of faded out at the end. So that's what we're going to have to do, because I don't know any other way to end the song. We'll be up here the whole night. Whoa, hey, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, keep away from that girl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you very much. Give me a nice round of applause. They not only stuck their neck out, but they actually sounded pretty good. So I'm gonna, this is the title song of my new record, my new album. It's called When You're Happy. And it was inspired by a visit to a yoga retreat several years ago. You know, lots of meditation and relaxation and contemplation and yoga and vegetarian food, people saying the word wonderful every other sentence and all. I was sitting by myself one afternoon, contemplating deep, deep thoughts, channeling my inner soul, and I asked myself, what am I doing here? No, I came upon a revelation that was that when you're in a marriage, you know, it's compromise, it's sacrifice, it's doing things you wouldn't ordinarily do. So I came up with this song called When You're Happy, I'm Happy Too. There's a little sing-along part in it for you in the chorus. When I sing You're Happy, the first 2 times you sing You're Happy. They're pretty simple. So this is another one of these cheesy karaoke songs, but I think it works better that way because it's a swing tune and we got the piano and the clarinet and the drums and the backup. So I need to cue it up. So just give me a second here. Okay, it's coming up soon, so get ready. When you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I love you through and through. I'll gladly clean you out and even tofu. 'Cause when you're happy, I'm happy too. I'll express my feelings and I will go to yoga. I will go on nature hikes and I will move to Saratoga. I will watch a foreign film with English subtitles, even if it's 4 hours long. When you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I love you through and through. I'll gladly clean you out and even tofu. 'Cause when you're happy, I'm happy too. I'll watch the Home and Garden Channel, I'll grin and bear. I will buy a brand new suit, though I'll never wear it. In fancy restaurants, order food I can't pronounce. I'll smile the whole evening through. This is part of the song we can dance. If I can dance, that's why I dance. I can't, so I can. So I sang the karaoke version of this song at my daughter's wedding about a year and a half. It's part of the opening toast by the father of the bride. I thought it would be good advice for you. That was like a year and a half ago, and amazingly enough, she is still talking. I'll do the laundry, I'll wash the dishes, I will eat whatever you cook, and I will say that it's delicious. When you're talking to me, listen intently, even if the ball game's on second row. Just when you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I love you through and through. I'll let you clean out and even tofu. 'Cause when you're happy, I'm happy too. One more time. When you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I love you through and through. Sending I love you, never ending. When you're happy, I'm happy too. When you're happy, I'm happy too. See, if I just did that on guitar, it just wouldn't have the same feeling to it. All right, so I'm going to do another one of the baseball songs. This is a song about Johnny Damon. Anybody remember Johnny Damon? You got baseball fans, right? Remember Johnny Damon? Great ball player. Helped them win the World Series that year in 2004. I mean, he could run, he could hit for power. You could go get him in the outfield. Couldn't throw worth a damn, but that's, can't have everything. So he had a lot of big hits in the postseason in 2004 when they won their first World Series in 86 years. And he had a grand slam against the Yankees in the 7th game of the league championship series, and did a great job. Following season, he batted .316, which was an all-time career high, and became a free agent in the offseason. And then he did the unthinkable. He signed a contract with the New York Yankees for a mere $12 million more. I mean, the nerve of that guy. So, I wrote a song about it, and played it back then. This is 2005. And people thought it was kind of amusing, and then it got a little dated after a while. A couple of years ago, it got a little dated. So, but now it's like retro, it's nostalgic, it's making a comeback. Why did you go, Johnny Damon? Why did you take the cash and run? Do you think in New York City you'll be having this much fun? They cut your hair and shave your beard, you smiled. You said thanks. We don't love you anymore. Now you're with the Yanks. Perhaps they didn't tell you. Perhaps you did not know. Left center field was 450 plus. I couldn't make that throw. There's lots more ground to cover. You're getting slower every year. And I bet by mid-July, you wish that you were here. Why did you go, Johnny Damon? Why did you take the cash and run? Do you think in New York City you'll be having this much fun? They cut your hair and shave your beard. You smiled. You said thanks. We don't love you anymore. Now you're with the Yanks. Now George, you don't like losing, so you best be on your guard. 'Cause if you don't hit 300, life will never be so hard. And if you don't make the playoffs, win a couple rounds, fans will cuss and swear at you, run you out of town. Why did you go, Johnny Damon? Why did you take the cash and run? Do you think in New York City you'll be having this much fun? They cut your hair and shave your beard. You smiled, you said thanks. We don't love you anymore. Now you're with the Yankees. Go, Johnny Damon, why did you take the cash and run? Do you think in New York City you'll be having this much fun? You're out of sight and out of mind. Don't think that you'll ever miss. We don't need you anymore, 'cause we got Coco Chris. Those of you who are real baseball fans out there, you know that Coco Crisp took over in center field for Johnny Damon. But within a couple of years, though, the Red Sox replaced him with this hot shot from the minor leagues named Jacoby Ellsbury. He became a regular center fielder. So I rewrote the last chorus to reflect that bit of information. And then Ellsbury signed with the Yankees too. I said, hell with it. All right, we got do, but I want to thank you all for being a wonderful audience. We appreciate it. I want to thank the people at the library, Barbara, and the friends of the Milford Town Library for sponsoring the event. Give them a nice round of applause. We run a lot of great programs here, and they're all different times of the day for all different ages, and take advantage of it, because they work very hard to try to find stuff that people like to do, and it's right in the community, so it's great. Also, would like to thank my wonderful partner, Mr. Steve Latinichen. I've had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you have as well. This last song is near and dear to my heart because it was recorded by a band named Pure Prairie League, and a long time ago, a long time ago in a galaxy far away, actually it was Northampton, but I opened for them. It was in front of 2,000 people at Smith College, and it was one of the most exciting musical experiences I ever had. Of course, not including tonight, of course, but and it was great. And I got to hang out with the band. I got to hang out with the band and had dinner with the band. And their lead guitar player was a guy named Vince Gill, who went on to become a big country star. And now he's touring with the Eagles. He's part of the Eagles band, singing a lot of the songs that Glenn Frey used to sing. So anyways, that was pretty cool. And then I remember when I walked out on the stage, the roadie held a flashlight, because there were all these cables all over the place, and so I wouldn't trip. So it was sort of like rock and roll fantasy camp, So here's their big hit single, and have a great night, have a great rest of the week, and thanks again for coming. We appreciate it.